Hello and welcome to another monthly wrap-up video. It's August 2024. My name is Peter Schneider. With me remote is Nick Huston from New Hampshire. Hey, Nick.
Howdy.
And TK Edmondson coming to us from Atlanta. Hey, TK.
Greetings.
All right. Let's get into it.
So big news from Lectrosonics. And this is something that in the 20 some odd years I've been in the sound industry, I have not seen. They are having a wireless instant rebate. So for select systems, you can get up to $200 per channel off. So for an SRC, a DCR 22 or DSR4, for every receiver and transmitter you get. So let's say you got a DSR4 and 4 transmitters, you get $200 off per channel. So for those 4 transmitters and 1 receiver, you get $800 off. Same thing with the LR or the Venue 2, you could get up to $100 off per channel. And that's going from now to until September 30th. So that's kind of like a back to school special type thing. It's pretty cool.
That is cool. How do people take advantage of it?
So to take advantage of it, we have a bunch of pre-made kits on our website, which already have the pricing taken out. So you can, let's say, go to that DSR4 kit, buy one of those pre-made kits. If you want to make a custom package, by all means, call our New York or Atlanta store or shoot us an email, sales@gothamsound.com. Let's say you want SSMs instead of DBS, the DBSMs. We can make a custom kit for you, apply the discount, and get you rolling.
Awesome. Rolling right along with Lectrosonics, they have B1C1 blocks available for the DCHT and the DCHR, which are available in North America and power limited for North American regulations to 20 milliwatts. But still a very cool option.
Yeah, and I think what I love about this, I'm a huge proponent of making sure that your camera sends and your talents don't overlap. So having access to that guard band and the duplex gap is a big deal to prevent cross homogenation.
Yeah, absolutely. And the 20 milliwatt limitation might seem a little off-putting, but if you use it, let's say, for a camera hop, you're likely to be near the camera anyways, so perfectly usable. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, and there's also not like a giant bag of water blocking your transmit antenna and reducing your range like the Talent transmitters.
Salt water, yeah.
Salty water, yep.
All right.
It's coming from Zoom, the new H1 XLR handy recorder. It's got 2 locking XLR TRS combo inputs. And there's a 3.5 stereo input as well, so if you can do some auxing. This is going to be a 32-bit floating device. It's got a dual AD converters and a 96K sample rate on that. It does not have wireless timecode, however, and it doesn't work with the Zoom BT2 or the app control, essentially. But it is $149, still a price, and available mid-September. So if you think this fits in your kit, give us a shout.
So, and that's how they kind of differentiate it from other products in their line, right?
Yeah, the F3, I believe, would be the one with the time code and the app control. So a little bit of options for anything you need.
I just like the ergonomics of that. There's something very cool about having it sit in the palm of your hand. I don't know.
Agreed.
New from Deity, the SRD Mini RF distro. They were showing this off at NAB this year. It's available now. We actually have some in stock. It's a 2 antenna in, 8 active RF out, so you can feed a pair of diversity antennas to 8 diversity receivers. That's for $549. It can attach via pogo pins to the upcoming SPD Mini power distro. It also has a Hiroshi power on it. And then also new is the AMB1 antenna bar, which is pretty cool. It's got sliders and risers for precise stereo mic or antenna mounting, and it collapses. So that's pretty neat. Other news, the DLTX and the DXTX, the new transmitters from Deity, have been delayed indefinitely. Stay tuned for updates on that.
Ambient announced 3 new products. 2 of them are for slot mounts, a kind of mini version and a more robust version, and then a product specifically to mount their lockets on the camera. They're designed for use with cages. They got quarter 20s. Check it out. Available now.
All right, speaking of cage things, Shure has a new SM4 microphone. You can get this in a kit as well as just a single mic, but this has got a dual diaphragm capsule and it's got this really, really great interference protection from RF. Price is sliding in at $199. My favorite feature of this microphone is the magnetic pop filter that just slides right onto the microphone and yeah, comes right off. It's very, very effective. Additionally, they have an SM58. This is the all black version, still at the wonderful price of $99. And yeah, this is just the legendary mic from Shure. I think it's been the same price since like 1940 or something, but this is a very limited supply. And yeah, reach out to us if this is something that you're interested in. We'll get it out to you.
You know, the SM58 actually won World War II. Did you know that? PSC, Bell and Light Station, has been redesigned. Their wireless module was not working for a while because of a parts issue. So now they've got a new base station that has the option for the wireless RF handheld transmitter as well as the traditional handheld remote. There are 3 XLR4 pin outputs to drive a variety of, or a multitude of Bell and Light stations. It's got new, more simpler operation with just roll and cut. So it will automatically do the bell and the lights together, but in the West Coast style. So if you're looking, if you're looking to do it different, not today.
I bet Ron could work something out.
I'm sure he could. Yeah, Ron is a genius when it comes to that stuff.
Tentacle Sync announced a Timebar bracket. So we know the Timebar from Tentacle Sync. Now you can have a bracket that has quarter 20 mounts on it. I'm looking at a picture of it right now, and that looks like something Small Rig might come out with. I could be wrong about that. Coming soon, and still no word on the Timebar slate bodies themselves.
All right, we have some new products from Ursa. These are shapewear undershorts. We're calling these the Vesties. And they've got 4 built-in pouches, 2 in the underarm, and then the other 2 are going to be on the back. And yeah, you can just take the lob and sleeve that at the neckline, and you're pretty much set to go. It's probably be cool for stunt work if it was the actual primary actor, honestly. Hopefully they come out with different colors, too.
Yeah, when I did Love and Hip Hop, there was one particular talent that was like feeling a little bit self-conscious, and they would always like to have the strap like put around their waist. But imagine this.
Oh, yeah.
Could use it myself.
Couldn't we all? Screw fasting. Anyway, they also have some shorty shapewears available now in brown, some belt pouches in white, and foamies and mini foamy lob mounts in beige and brown. They've all been added to the lineup, and all this will be available soon. So we'll give you guys another announcement when this does drop.
All right, and it's that time of year again. We are back to school. So with the discontinuation of the Sennheiser G4 100 series, we have refreshed our kits to include the Shure SLX D15. So this has been a popular kit with some different universities that we work with. And as always, and this is always a thing, students receive 25% off of rentals, so make sure you ask. And you know, with sales, it varies based on what we have. So, you know, kids, make sure you ask for a student discount, and we will do what we can.
Nice. Speaking of discounts, there's a ton of sales to get through. All Orca products are 20% off. Sennheiser XS-IEM wireless are $100 off. The Hollyland, Lark M2 and Max wireless system and the Mars 400S Pro wireless video all have sales. Zoom H2N has a $30 rebate. The Digigram Q mic smartphone preamp, which is a cool thing you should check out, $40 off that. And special deal with Synchrony financing. And this is where you all should reference the Synchrony story about my cat surgery. No interest if paid in full within 18 months on orders placed on Tuesday, September 3rd.
And just as a note, so this is good for anything from, you know, if you're watching this over the Labor Day weekend, you want to email us, you want to put together a cart and say you want to apply for Synchrony financing, we can do that and process your order on Tuesday when we open. There's a little bit of a manual process with Synchrony. And, you know, I have been known to reply to emails over the weekend, so you may be hearing from me, but no promises.
All right, monthly tips. I'm going to lead us off today. My tip for the month is it's okay to be picky. All right, and I mean this not in the terms of like, I know it's dry out there. Not a lot of things are happening production wise, so your financial stability is your financial stability. Do what you got to do. I mean, it's okay to be picky once you get that job and you're on set. Make sure you are keeping your level of quality and your standards to a certain level, and also being able to communicate and have these conversations with whomever from production, so that again, you're keeping those standards and making sure that it's kind of understood before you kind of dive all the way into the picture. So yeah, again, I just want to say it's okay to be picky. It's not the biggest deal in the world.
Yeah, I think that's a great point too. Like, I talk to a lot of people about like rates and things like that. And, if you're going to be on set and you're going to be bitter and you're going to be like upset and be like, well, they're not paying me enough to do a good job. Like, you probably shouldn't do that job.
Mhm.
Like you want to, as you say, like you want to be your best self all the time. And, like that is your reputation that you're putting out there. And if you're not, you're not giving 110%, then you're not building your brand.
Right. Yeah. Maybe not the job for you.
And so for me, I'm up in New Hampshire, and my kid and I, there's a little stream out where we near the condo where we hang out, and we always like to go. Gosh, this is a long story, but anyway, we always like to go walking on the river. And so my tip is, always carry waterproof supplies with you. You never know when it's going to freak rain, or when, the river's pretty and somebody's going to decide to jump in. Or for me, you're going to fall and hit your head on a rock and have to put your phone in a bag of rice. So, if you're going to be near the water, or, if you're going to be outside, or really for anything, just always make sure you have some waterproof stuff.
Nice. My tip is check your backups regularly. And in fact, really think about what does it mean to have a backup. So let's take an example of a recorder. You have a primary recorder and a backup recorder. Something goes wrong with your primary recorder. Have you been listening to your backup recorder? When you turn it in, do you know post is going to be okay with it? So I think in terms of a practical takeaway, specifically in terms of backup recordings, don't think of it as primary and backup. What if you alternate which machine you turn into post, so that they're both considered primary and you always know that both are working and both are acceptable to post? And you can apply that logic to other ideas of backup. Dante, primary backup. Just, keep going out. If you really want to take a deep dive, hat tip to a customer that turned me on to the book Normal Accidents. That is all about redundant interconnected systems.
One thing that I've been seeing a lot more of lately, especially with the introduction of 32-bit float, is people are backing up their recorder by having a separate recorder that just runs all day.
Mm-hmm.
So like, they'll have a Mixpre 10 or a Mixpre 3, just rolling on all the ISOs, just in case for that one time where you might double punch, or you might forget to roll. It's just rolling all day. And I know with the 10, you can have 8 ISO tracks. With the 3, you can have 3. A lot of people are just recording their stereo mix as a like super mega emergency backup. And I think it's a really great idea.
I think it's a good start. I think if you don't check it, if you don't listen to it, if you don't turn it into post,
for sure,
when you need it, you may not know that it's doing what you think it's doing.
Completely agree.
Yeah. To be for an example of that, with the Mixpre and Kantar on the last few Venom movies, that's exactly the setup that they are using.
And coming soon to New York City, it's NAB.AES 2024. So the exhibits this year are from October 9th to the 10th. We'll be broadcasting live on YouTube and Facebook as always. So if you have questions you want to ask your favorite vendors, stay tuned for more information. You can put it in the comments. You can get a free exhibits pass using the code NY9664 if you happen to be in the city.
Nice. All right. Thank you for joining us. Thanks, Nick and TK. Nick, thanks for taking time out of your vacation. TK, it's good to see you as always from Atlanta.
As always.
See more videos at gothamsound.tv. Subscribe. Follow us on social media. If you have ideas for videos, please send them to info@gothamsound.com. Jared, Joe, Nate, thank you, and thanks for editing, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.
Later.
Later, let's.